What is up, all you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG, back here with a brand new video. In the last episode of the online tournament that I was entered in, I played Rikka Fairies and played against all the guys. In today's episode, we're gonna keep playing the Rikka Fairies. We're gonna stick with it. And today, we're playing against Odd Eyes. Let's see how we do. Alright everyone, we are back in the den. Just as a heads up, with this particular matchup, with Odd Eyes, they tend to make some, like a pseudo board with Hieratic Seal, Odd Eyes Vortex, and potentially another interruption. And maybe even Sloth, for that matter. And with Rikka Fairy Arrow Mages, it's kind of hard to shimmy through the deck. If they get out the Sloth via Hieratic Seal, we can easily run it over, because we do not need the extra deck to do a lot of damage. We can just do everything in post, which is the beauty of that deck. But ideally, if it's pre-sideboard, it's a relatively easy to lose matchup. Like, it's a losing matchup for Rikka Fairies, in my opinion. Let's go right into it. So first game here. Let's look at the board. Boom. Let's get the sound effects on. Bam. Alright. So my hand is, not gonna lie, pretty hot garbage. Can't really do much with this. I'm playing Neos because, I'm playing Neos Fusion. Mudon, Primula, Gardening, and Coffee Plant. Can't really do too much, especially since I know he's playing Odd Eyes. I'm kind of in a crappy spot, so I can go Mudon and Primula here. Could have potentially went into the rank 6 if I wanted to. That's just a choice or an option I had. But I just chose not to here. Just wanted to play the defense game and grab Rikka's Sheet and possibly interrupt one of his cards because I know he's playing a pseudo combo deck. So I'll play Gardening for further interruptions and set one back row over there. In hindsight, I could have played grab Tranquility or Glamour. If I grab Glamour, then I had the bank on me using it next turn. And I was hoping that I could use this card correctly, so there wouldn't be a negation for Glamour, if that makes sense. So he uses Pendulum Call, does all the Pendulum shenanigans. Plays Odd Eyes Arc, plays Dragon Caller Magician. Activates Dragon Caller. Targets Mudon, make it into a dragon. I don't know if that was intentional, because now I cannot use Sheet to tribute my plant monster because it's not a plant anymore, it's a dragon, which kind of sucks. He's gonna summon his whole hand. I'm like, man, why do I not have Nibiru? It's okay. He goes into Odd Eyes Absolute, Ignis of Prominence. Here, this is a threat to target a Pendulum card, monster on the field, or one card in the Pendulum Zone, destroy it, so he can destroy Dark Worm to shuffle one card in the field back into the deck. I didn't want him to do that, so I activated Rikka's Cheat, so he wouldn't use either of its effects. So he can't summon from the deck now, and he can't use the once per turn effect. So he just straight up just goes into Hieratic Seal. Since Odd Eyes Absolute was sent to the graveyard, he can summon Odd Eyes Vortex. And I'm kind of stuck here. I take the clean 1800. He attacks with Hieratic Seal. I was going to activate Gardening, but he's just going to negate it with Odd Eyes Vortex, because, why wouldn't he? So there was no reason for me to use Gardening there. And I draw. And at that point, I drew the Blessed Winds and I scoop. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So we go into game 2. That was just a very quick game. I sat in pretty much my Lightning Storms, my Nibirus. I sat out one Impermanence because it's not nearly as good as Nibiru. And I believe I put in Evenly Match as well, because Evenly Match is going to be a killer against this deck. So let's see how I draw. I draw into one Nibiru. Lone Fire into... Actually, I have no idea why I went first here, but it's okay. I went first and now I'm just going to run with it. So Lone Fire into Lone Fire into Lone Fire to Rikka Petal. Use Rikka Petal's effect. At this point in time, I want to get Snowdrop just to try to make... or get Snowdrop, I'm pretty sure. Use Snowdrop to summon both Evil Thorn and Snowdrop. Here, the reason why I'm doing this is now his life points is going to be lower than me. Gives me a little bit more pressure with Jasmine on the field. A lot of people do not know that when you summon Jasmine, none of your plant type monsters can be destroyed by battle, as long as your life points are higher than the opponent's life points. That's a continuous effect as well. So overlay these two and go into Teardrop. Make sure you put it in defense, okay? Because Lightning Storm is a card. People keep forgetting about Lightning Storm. Please put this card in defense when you summon it. It has the same attack, same stats, attack and defense wise until you use its effect, but in defense it's so much safer because you do not want to lose this card. So I just pass turn to him. I'm feeling pretty safe. I have the Nibiru in hand. I have 1 interruption and he can't kill my plant monsters by battle. It activates Dragon Caller, activates Arai's Arc. Gonna summon Left the Pendulum, summon all of these 3, okay? So my reasoning is, or what I'm gonna do here is, on resolution of the summon, I'm gonna use Teardrop to tribute his Left the Pendulum. Why am I doing that? That's the real question. I'm doing this because that's the only tuner he has in the field. He can go into Ignis of Prominence off of these 2 cards, and I do not want to risk him doing that. That's a bigger problem for me in the long run. So I just wanted him to get that card off the field as soon as possible. Hypothetically, you could say like, oh, just wait for him to summon Ignis of Prominence, but that might have been his next play, that might have not been his next play. So I just wanted to play it safe, get that tuner off the board, and just go on with my day. So I target his Luster Pendulum because unfortunately Teardrop does target. It's going to activate Arai's Mirage to target one of his monsters and it can't be destroyed by battle this turn. It's fine, I tribute his card. And then he uses these 2 monsters to summon Hieratic Seal. I could have Nibiru'd here, but in my opinion I had too much card advantage to Nibiru. It just didn't make sense for me to Nibiru. So just hold on to it. Unless you desperately need the card, hold on to it. Also, if I chose to Nibiru him here, he would get a free Amorphic Sloth, and then this card would not come back from the graveyard because I control a monster that is not a plant. Nibiru is a rock. So I drop a turn, draw into another Nibiru, it's fine. It actually doesn't matter what I draw into here because I already have the plant, so I can easily just search for Snowdrop. I activate Rikka Petal. He's gonna chain Hieratic Seal, and I'm gonna assume he's gonna hit the Teardrop because that card doesn't target. Just be careful with this card. So with Teardrop, I'm just gonna hit his other card and just tribute it because it's a quick effect, and he does hit the Teardrop. So I'm gonna add a Snowdrop to hand. Hieratic Seal is gonna activate. It's gonna summon Sloth. That's okay because during main phase 2 I can do shenanigans. So Snowdrop into Angelica. Jasmine's gonna tribute to go into Mardell. Mardell's gonna activate its effect, fetching me a Mudon. I'm gonna summon Mudon in attack mode so I can just run over his card, get a little bit extra damage in. I'm gonna grab Rikka Sheet to interrupt him yet again. This card is very, very good against this particular deck. Now battle phase, I just run over his stuff. Now it's main phase 2. Main phase 2, go into Alsay. Alsay, call the wrong card on purpose. Ectoplasmic Fortification. I mill Impermanence. Target his Arai's Arc Pendulum Dragon. I'm just going to put it to the top of his deck so he can't draw anything during his draw phase. He has nothing in the graveyard that's a threat, and he has nothing in his extra deck that is an immediate threat either. So he draws into it. Activates Arc. He's going to summon, I believe, is Sloth or Arai's Arc because it's the biggest one. And he did not know that this card cannot be destroyed by battle. So I'll take the life point damage, but it's fine. So Petal activates here. It comes back. Activate Alsay. The first thing I do, I just want to get his card. I believe I put this one to the bottom of his deck because I don't want him drawing that, because he can just Pendulum Summon the next turn. So I'm going to add Snowdrop to the hand and then just go off. And I believe I summoned a second Teardrop here, and that should be game. It's quick and swift. So that one was a pure game where I just had some interruptions and it worked out in my favor. So here is game 3. I draw him to Nibiru again, and this time he is going first. He somehow, I don't know how he drew into this hand. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. This is like literally an impossibility. Draws to all 3 Dark Worms turn 1, including Influence Dragon, including Arai's Arc. Wow. What a hand, huh? Activates both of these cards, summoning pretty much everything from his hand. He goes into Hieratic Seal, and at this point in time I Nibiru him because the best thing he can summon after he tributes his Hieratic Seal is literally Amorphic Sloth if he wants to slightly lock me out. But good thing its stats are 0-0, it's relatively easy to run over. I could have just attacked over it with Nibiru, but I can make some plays with Lone Fire because I drew into it. Also activating Rikka Glamour to get my Rikka Petal so I can set up for my plays. Normal summoning Rikka Petal to get Snowdrop. Snowdrop is going to summon both Lone Fire and Snowdrop at the same time. Lone Fire is going to mill out into Lone Fire, into Lone Fire, into Lone Fire. And then I'm gonna go into Evil Thorn. Evil Thorn is gonna net me with 2 more Evil Thorns, and now my life points is higher than his. Go to battle phase, attack everything. Do a clean 1500 damage. So this is why I put Nibiru in the middle. This is very, very important, okay? Because my opponent asked me this. So the reason why I put this in the middle, for a lot of decks it's not optimal, especially if you're playing Guard Dragon, to put it in the middle because you can lock yourself out of the Guard Dragon combos. The reason why I put it in the middle in this deck is so I can proc up Arrow Mage Jasmine. What do I mean? I'm summoning Jasmine and using Jasmine's effect to tribute. It says you can tribute 1 monster the cards point to. It does not matter what attribute or what type it is, okay? So I tribute my Nibiru to summon off a Mardell in my deck. So this is the reason. That's the exact reason why I put Nibiru in the middle. So I can tribute it off. I do not want any non-plants in my deck, so I can recur with Rikka Petal afterwards. I know Nibiru is a 3000 beater, but that's besides the point. It's just not the cost benefit analysis just isn't there. So I summon Mardell, put it into defense, get Arrow Mage Laurel. I can special summon Laurel here because I have more life points than my opponents. Activate Snowdrop to put these two on top of each other. I do not want a 1200 beater in attack mode because it can easily be ran over. Activating Ulse, calling the wrong card on purpose. I mill Erica the Rikka Fairy, which is amazing. Detach 1, I detach the Laurel, very important here. Target his card, put it on top of his deck. Literally the same situation as last duel. But because I sent Laurel to the graveyard, I gain 500 life points, which will trigger off Jasmine's effect. So I can get a search off of that. So I search for Rose Girl, so it just works out. It draws into Arc, activates Arc again. This time summoning Arrow Mage Sloth, Jasmine's continuous effect, and end phase, Petal. Activate Petal's effect. Could have done a lot of things here, but it's okay. How to do the most BM thing? Tribute my Petal to grab his Sloth, and then resolving Erica for no reason, then attack for game. Erica will also give my monster an extra 1000 buff because you can tribute it from the hand or face up on the field as well. So I'll put that card back to the top and then attack with everything for game. And that is it for the second round of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals I recorded. So right now I am 3-1. So what does that mean? I have 3 wins, 1 loss against match. The 2 matches you saw were uploaded on my channel. The 1 loss was because I got super busy uploading the Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life opening skit that I was doing. So I just decided to forfeit that one, and then I got another win because of a bye. So the past 2 wins have been here on this channel, and hopefully I can record more and put more on the channel. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. I am AkemiTCG. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the video, hit the bell notification so you can get immediate updates on when I'm on the next time. Alright, bye guys. Stay safe.
The world ends now.